Good morning, families. Thank you for joining me this morning for Coffee with the Principal. And I apologize, I had a meeting this morning that I was not able to reschedule. And so this morning, you are watching a pre-recorded version of Coffee with the Principal. So it'll be the same great content, updates for you to know. The only piece that'll be missing is the Q&A that we typically have at the end, but I'm accessible via email or Class Dojo if you have any questions about any of the things I'm sharing this morning. So happy Friday, happy February. We are excited that you are participating with us in this Coffee with the Principal, and we are moving forward in all that we are doing here at Katherine Johnson STEM Academy. Okay, so again, you're not on Zoom right now, but I do encourage folks who are seeing this, if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, click the subscribe button and click that little notification bell, which will let you know that we are um, we've uploaded new content for you. Okay, so this week again, one of the best part of my job, the best part of being a teacher working in schools is the students. And so we have, the best part is when you have happy students, and we have lots and lots of happy students who are all in uniform. So thank you so much for families for reminding your students to wear their uniform. We've got the KJ STEM hoodie. A plain navy hoodie is fine as well. But thank you so much for that. And we get to see the joy on our young people's smiling faces as we go throughout the year. A little bit of instruction this week. So in the eighth grade ELA students are learning about connecting historical literature to present literature. And so I was in a classroom this week, and Miss Bennett was doing a lesson on connecting a Langston Hughes poem with some current day stories that students are learning. And so they have to analyze the poem in terms of tone, in terms of theme, in terms of mood, which are all slightly different shades of meaning on those excuse me, on those pieces. So it's awesome. So it's also February. It's also Black History Month. So in a lot of our classroom, there are ways to celebrate and honor and continue the legacy of folks who've made a historical impact. Follow us on our social media channels on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, as we also celebrate contributions of famous African Americans throughout history and continuing today. I love that piece that she's got up there, Black History Month, and the month is crossed off 24/7, 365. And that's something that I hope folks get a feel for when they're in classrooms at Katherine Johnson STEM Academy. In math class, they're doing a bunch of different topics. In the seventh grade this week, they are working on simplifying and factoring algebraic expressions. So as they go deeper into algebra, they're taking properties that they've learned before, like the distributive property, and they are doing the reverse of that. They are doing factoring of that. So they're not at factoring quadratics yet. Some of you might remember that from high school. Some years ago. They'll get to that eventually in eighth grade or ninth grade, but in seventh grade, they're starting to essentially undistribute or factor algebraic expressions. So that might be something like if you had, 2x plus 6, you could factor out a 2 out of both of those and get 2 times the quantity x plus 3. So a little bit about what they're working on in mathematics. Not only are our students learning in classes, but our teachers are learning too. Every Friday, students, leave early at 2:17. But what we do as a team is we work on building our skill, our capacity as educators. And so, shout out to Miss Alejandra, who led our staff professional development last week on social emotional learning, particularly how social emotional learning connects with brain functions. The different brain chemicals that exist in all people, and how brains develop over the course of a young person's life. Because a 2-year-old's brain developmentally is different than a 6-year-old's brain, is definitely different than a preteen or a teenager's brain. Is also definitely different than an adult's brain, and so that's important for us as educators to know and to really weave into our instruction as we seek to assist students throughout their developmental process, not only with brain development, but with also any traumas that they've experienced throughout their lives, as that can have an impact as well. So shout out to members of our team who lead our professional development sessions. Just a reminder, we had a pair of acceleration days during winter break in late December, and the second set of acceleration days are going to come up shortly in April. So the first 2 days of spring break, April 3rd and 4th, are going to be optional acceleration days for all students in LA Unified. Um, so we had last time around, it was located at Wright Middle School. I was the principal for that. Mr. Medine was the SAA for that. Ms. Casimir was one of the teachers. So we're still a couple months away from acceleration days in spring, but put this on your radar. It is the Monday and Tuesday of spring break. It is optional, it's not mandatory, but this will be available for kids and for families. And so we encourage you to take a look at this and to think about whether this would help benefit your child. All right. One of the things I sent an email about earlier this week is that there is currently a proposal to build a youth center real close to Katherine Johnson STEM Academy. So there's a bunch of vacant land around St. Bernard's High School. If you look at this map here to the left, that little bubble with a line down is actually Westchester High School, where we are, where Wish is, and so it's right here. But the empty vacant land south of us, and then all the way to Westchester Parkway, and then to the left of that, there's currently a proposal to invest $100 million into the community and building a youth center that would serve an academic support, social emotional supports, but also have state-of-the-art athletic facilities. And so it's moving through the process to get approvals to make that happen. The next part of the process is for the LA City Council to vote on the land lease for that, and that's actually happening. I believe that's happening next week. And so one of the things that would be helpful if you feel a particular way about this and bringing this sort of things to our community, which would benefit, certainly KJ STEM students, but all students in the area, is writing an email to the local council person or the local council member, Ms. Park. Her email is right there. Her team is collecting emails on that today, Friday. So if you just want to express a short email, like a sentence or two, you can shoot her an email at councilmember.park@lacity.org. More information about the project, including the organization that's putting it together and what it'll look like and what features and functions it'll have, is available at that website right there, lulusplace.org. All right, that's it for the new things. So some reminders. One is we are currently doing a free dress fundraiser. So Miss Alejandra is selling some free dress passes on a week-to-week basis for Friday. More information can be gotten from this flyer, but also from Miss Alejandra. It's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. Career Day is 2 weeks from today, and we still are in need of 6 more folks to come and share their career. So thank you for the 2 folks who, since last time, were like, "Yep, I'm in." I need 6 more. So if you can help me with that, that would be wonderful. More information can be gotten by contacting Miss Guith, Shalini Guith1, Shalini.guith1 at lausd.net, or at our link right there, bit.ly/KJ Career Day 23. Just need 6 more folks. We're almost there. Couple things coming up in the next couple weeks. We got a Valentine's Day baked good sales. More information about that will be coming up shortly. And then finally, we've got our February dance at the Playa Vista Centerpoint Club. We've used that event before. It is awesome. It looks beautiful. It's a wonderful place. And there's a nice little courtyard area too, where there's this great backdrop. So we find a lot of, parents when they dress up their kids, dress to impress, like to get some really, really great pictures of their kiddos going to that. It's important to know that this is you have to be eligible in order to participate in this event. Our eligibility requirements have been emailed home. They're also on our website. So if you have any questions, reach out to me about that. Pre-sale tickets are $14. At the door is $20, and all that funding goes to our student body account to put on events like these. And that is it. That is it. So thank you so much for your patience today, as I wasn't able to do this live. So no Q&A today. But again, if you have any reach out to me on Class Dojo or shoot me an email, and we'd be happy with that. Also, this other logo on the top left is always here, but I'll just mention it again. One of the ways that families find us is lots of different ways. But one of the ways they find us is through a website called Greatschools, and Greatschools allows anybody to leave a review on the school. So if you've got feedback on Katherine Johnson STEM Academy that you think is important to share with other families who are looking for small STEM middle schools, go ahead and click on bit.ly/KGSA Great Schools, and it will take you right to the place where you can leave a review. I'm also excited to share that one of the things that we're excited about is while enrollment, in spite of enrollment district-wide and nationwide in our public schools dropping, um, we're actually growing. So we just got our what are called our ECAS numbers for the spring, and which is LAUSD's official projection of how many students are going to be enrolled next year, and it's 9% up from last year. So that is a testament to, I think, my teachers, to the students who come here, to the community's involvement in making Katherine Johnson STEM a really great school. Certainly not a perfect school, but a really great school, as demonstrated. One of the ways is by the increased enrollment. So thank you to you. And if you have any questions about anything, reach out to me. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a great rest of your Friday. And we'll see you hopefully synchronously next week. Bye-bye.